A lot of people reckon that sex drive disappears as you get older. But the truth is, plenty of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s still feel desire, still enjoy pleasure, and yes, they still masturbate. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's natural, it's human. But as the body changes with age, things that used to be simple now need a bit more attention and care. If you're over 60 and you still masturbate, or even think about it regularly, this video is for you. Let's have an honest chat about what's actually going on with your body, your mind, and your sexual health when you keep up this habit in your later years. First of all, let's be clear, masturbation itself isn't harmful. In fact, it can be helpful. It can ease stress, help you sleep, and even lift your mood. But when it becomes too frequent, too intense, or a compulsive habit, it can start to cause problems, ones that many older men don't notice until it's too late. Let's talk about the prostate. It plays a big role in both sexual function and urinary health. As you age, the prostate gets more sensitive. If you're masturbating too often or too aggressively, you can trigger something called prostatic congestion, which can lead to pelvic discomfort, pain during ejaculation, or even trouble peeing. There's also what's happening in your brain. When you always use the same kind of stimulation, like fast motions, strong grip, or explicit videos, your brain gets used to it. Over time, this can reduce your sensitivity and make it harder to feel aroused in real-life situations, especially with a partner. This leads to a disconnection. Your body wants it, but your mind doesn't respond like it used to. A lot of older blokes say they still have desire, but their erections aren't as strong, or they can only climax in a very specific way. That's not impotence, it's more about mental conditioning. Here's an important question. Why are you masturbating? Is it purely for pleasure, or has it become a way to cope with boredom, stress, or loneliness? When masturbation becomes the only source of pleasure or distraction in your day, it might be acting as an emotional crutch. That's when it stops being healthy. Your body also needs more recovery time now. As you get older, testosterone levels drop naturally. That affects energy, libido, the quality of your erections, and even your mood. If you're ejaculating too often without allowing your body to recharge, you might notice feeling more tired, flat, or even anxious afterwards. That's why it's so important to pay attention to how, when, and why you're masturbating. It doesn't have to stop, but it does need to be done with more awareness. Slow it down. Don't make it a rushed, automatic habit. Take your time, breathe, change things up, and really tune into your body. One thing that often gets ignored is pain or warning signs. If you're feeling discomfort during or after masturbation, if you notice blood in your semen, pain in the lower abdomen, or difficulty urinating, see a urologist. Don't ignore it. These things are common in older men, and catching them early makes a big difference. Most of all, don't feel ashamed. Sexuality is part of life at every age. Getting older doesn't mean giving up pleasure, it just means learning to experience it differently, with more care and respect for your body. When you practice mindful masturbation, not rushed or compulsive, you might notice better sensitivity, better erections, and even a stronger connection with yourself. You don't need extreme stimulation. What you really need is presence and attention. And let's not forget, society often acts like older people don't have a sex life or shouldn't. But that's nonsense. If you're watching this, you know your needs and desires haven't gone away, and they shouldn't be ignored. So if you're an older man and you still masturbate, that's perfectly okay. Just be smart about it. Listen to your body. Avoid doing it out of habit or frustration. Look after your prostate, vary your stimulation, and don't isolate yourself. If this video resonated with you, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a mate who might need to hear this too. We talk openly here about real men's health, without shame, without filters. Take care of yourself. We'll see you in the next one.